Yeah, hello. So basically this session is on MAT. Um, okay. So MAT examination is around the corner, February, and we are looking at a topic called intelligence right now. There's intelligence and critical reasoning is one topic which is there. I'll be covering intelligence right now, and maybe in later sessions I'll cover critical reasoning also. Right. So okay, so we'll take a few questions and try to solve and see how to go about solving them, and then we will look at the critical reasoning questions that normally come under MAT. CMAT, there are more number of students who get a 99.99 and 100. There are almost 7-8 students who normally get in. So MAT, there are fewer because less number of people write MAT. So normally 1 and 2 people or 3 odd people get through JBIMS through MAT. But CMAT, there are almost 7-8 students who get in. How do you compare MAT and ADMA? Both are okay, simpler examination. I'm not saying both are tough. So yeah. So there are looking JBIMS. What happens? There are 18 seats. 18 seats are divided among all the exams which are there. So there'll be some main source will be MAT around 8-9 students. There will be also people from CET will get in, which will be around another 3-4-5 students, and there will be couple from MAT, one from ATMA, and so on and so forth. So yes, MAT you can expect 1 or 2 people to get to JB. Right, so if you look at this, 6 people are sitting on a ground in a hexagonal shape. So first step is always draw the outline. The hexagon's vertices are marked as A, B, C, D, A, but not in any order. However, all the sides of the hexagon are the same length. Okay, A is not adjacent to B or C. No, if you're not able to, if you're not looking at Bajaj, then yeah, it depends on which college you're targeting, Rashi. It depends on that. Right, MAT may not be accepted. We'll have to wait and watch. The procedure keeps on changing every year. What is accepted, what is not. Wait for notifications come out, but they are still vague about it. A is not adjacent to B or C. So A is not adjacent to B or C. D is not adjacent to C or E. B and C adjacent. Since they have not mentioned any left or right, we can start with that. F is the middle of D and C. We can start with that. F is the middle of D and C. So F is the middle of D and C, and B and C are adjacent. So B will come here. So B, C adjacent. F is in the middle of D and C. Now A is not next to B or C. So automatically A will come here because it can't be here. Can't be here. So A will come here, not next to B and C. So automatically what is left is E will come here. Right, I repeat again. Right, you'll have to score. I mean, people who get 800 score also don't get 90.99. So try to get as high as possible because the competition is very high. Okay, I repeat again. F is in the middle of D and C. You get F in the middle of D and C. Then B and C adjacent, so automatically B, C adjacent. E is not next to D. Okay, or A is not next to B. If A is not next to B, it will be only here this position. E will come here. If one of the neighbor of A is D, who is the other? Yes, B option. And who is placed opposite E? F. Yes, Ankita. So both are correct. Can you both the maths and check out where and how you stand? And people get both the maths. sometimes one people score more than one and less than the other, so it makes sense to give both the math and check where you stand or how you can perform in either of them. Okay, here the coding is same. If you look at ROAD and URDG, R plus 3 gives you U, R S T U plus 3. Same OPQR plus 3. So everything is plus 3 plus 3. So if you look at SWAN, S TUV plus 3, WXYZ plus 3, ABCD plus 3, NOPQ. So VZDQ. A option. Yes, Ankita, that will be the answer. Okay, so let's start with this. ABCD have 6 friends who participated in annual racing competition. All of them finish the race. C finishes the place better than D, and D in any case better position than A. So we know C, D, A. Either F or C finishes first. That means there are two cases possible. F is first or C is first. If F finishes first, then A gets the 6th position. So second, third, fourth, fifth. A will be the 6th position, so C and D will be somewhere in between. Okay, if C finishes first, then B will be in the last position, so D and A is somewhere in between. Right, so this is what is given. So data is incomplete, sort of. Yeah, so we have to look at a question. Question is, if D gets 5th, then which of the following can be true? Right, if D gets 5th, then which of the following can be true? Basically asking who will come to second position. So if D comes 5th, so D can come 5th out here, D can't come 5th out here. So this is not possible. So D can come 5th in this position. Right? So second position can be either E, C or B. Right, second position can be either E, C or B. So none of these. So technically either A or B can be true. Okay, you will mark the answer C. It's not either, but there is also E which can be second. So there is a little confusion with regards to it. But if you look at it, it can be either E, C or B. If I go back to it, if D is 5th, C is before it, so either C. If D finishes 4th position, then which of these can't be true? So if I say D finishes in 4th position, so D will come here 4th. Okay, which of this can't be true? C finishes second is possible. A finishes fourth. If D finishes fourth, A finishes fourth is definitely not possible. You can definitely make B option as the answer. Right? So that will be the answer. Because right, if D finishes fourth, then A also can't finish fourth. A has to be after that. So yes, it's obvious. If second and fourth position is occupied by E and D respectively, going back, second and fourth position is E and D. If second and fourth position is E and D, then here in this case D will come, A will come, E will come, and where was F will come. And here E and D, that means here C will come, right? And the last whoever is left, F will come out here. And which of them is true? C finishes at first or third? Yes, true. F finishes at first or fifth? No, first or third it is. A finishes third or sixth? This is B, huh? No. And B finishes third or fifth? No. So only first one, C finishes first or third. You need not check for remaining, but still C finishes first or third. So this is half paid question where some data is given to you, and based on that you have to solve the question. Right? Okay, I'll give you next set. Or I'll give you something which has no. Let's try this. Yeah, take this only. Start with this. Chargers 99.96 is really good. From there you can maybe get into Sidnam with that. Yes, you attempt 154 upon 160, but try to attempt more and focus more on accuracy, because every mark goes, it becomes very important. So in math, accuracy becomes really important, and yes, you need to be able to score more marks. That means there should be people who must have scored more than you. They must have scored 100, but must have scored more net marks than you, and therefore must have got a higher percentile. Yeah, GK is avoided. So normally GK is not used to calculate percentiles, Deepak. So they avoid GK, and from the remaining questions they try to figure out what is right, what is wrong, and how many people have scored. So you need to avoid GK and try to look at the other. So actually strategy of math is somewhere where you ignore GK and try to figure out which one. Right, so we will look at this as top and bottom, where I'll take this as top and the other corner as bottom. Let's look at that. Book R is 15 places, so P, which is 19 from top. So if you look at P is 19 from top, if you calculate 19 from top is P. R is 15 places above book P. So R should be 4th from the top, right? Because P is 19 from the top, R is 15 places above it, so that means R should be 4th from the top. Book R is 9 places above book Q, that means Q will be 9 plus 14, 13th place from the top. So we have taken this. Okay, we have taken this. There are 7 books between Q and S is nearer top than Q. That means 7 books between. So that means 5th position. So S will be 5th from the top. right? So when you say 7 books in admin, it means 8 position above, so 5th from the top. And this also both we took, and then S is 18 from the bottom. If S is 18 from the bottom and 5th from the top, total number of books will be 18 plus 5 minus 1, 22 books. For example, if I say 3 books, this book is second from the top and second from the bottom, total number of books is 2 plus 2 minus 1, 3. So total number of books becomes 18, because S is 5th from the top and 18 from the bottom, total number of books becomes 22nd. So we get the position of each of the books, and now based on this you can answer how many books are there in total. Yeah, so we have got 22. How many books are there between P and S? If you look at P is 4th from the top, S is 5th from the top, so technically no books actually. I think there is some printing mistake. Sorry, P is here. Sorry, P is 19 from the top and S is 5th from the top. I'm sorry. So 19 minus 5 is 14 minus 1. You should do 13. 19 minus 5 minus 1, which will be 13. My mistake. How many places below is book S from top? Five from top. Now book S, 5th from top. From the top, S is 5th. So we get all the answers. So if you are good at this, you automatically get the answer quickly, which you can solve. Okay, let's look at a few questions. Syllogism. Syllogism should be done really fast. If you're good at it, you can do really fast syllogism and get the answer. So let's look at a few questions and see how to solve them. All sticks are plans. I normally draw by Venn diagram. I'm comfortable with it. There is other method called tick cross method. I'm not comfortable with that. All sticks are plants, all plants are stems, and all stems are amphibians. Deepak not aware about it. Yes, Mitesh, 5 for previous question. At least some amphibians are plants. Yes, you can make it from a diagram. All sticks are stems. Yes, so both are true. Yeah, 5th option for this also. So syllogism can work fast. Just draw the diagram and you'll get immediately. That's how it works. It is really fast. The same diagram. All amphibians are sticks. No, you can make out, because amphibian is the outsidemost circle, sticks is the insidemost circle. If you draw, amphibian is the outsidemost circle and sticks is the insidemost circle. So all amphibians are not sticks. All plants are amphibians. Yes, the circle plant is inside amphibians. Second is true. So only 2 is true. Second option. Right. So amphibians, plants are inside amphibians. So all plants are amphibians becomes true. Yeah, when there is a no, there is always some issue. No and maybe is where you have to look at. Yeah, you can ignore GK for MAT. You can focus on all the other section, Ankita, and just ignore GK for MAT, because GK is not normally counted for percentiles. All flats are huts. No hut is a building. All buildings are cottages. And this is how you draw. You draw with minimum intersection. Though I can intersect cottage with huts, but I will not. You should draw with minimum intersection. And this line indicates that there is no hut with building. So you draw with minimum intersection. Now let's look at it. No flat is cottage. Yes or no? No, you can make out, you can draw cottage with flat. Whenever there is a no in the conclusion, you should redraw and check out. You can make out no or maybe possibility. You can make out cottage can be flat. So first is false. Some buildings being flats is a possibility. No, because buildings is outside huts and flats are inside huts. So second also is false. So neither is true. Right, Ankita and Mitesh. I'll just draw it again. no cottage is a flat. No, cottage can be flat now. So first is false. We had drawn in a previous case also. Some cottages are flats. No, in my diagram some cottages are not flats. But whenever you have looked at cottage flat, look at either or statement. So if you look at either no cottage is a flat or some cottage is a flat, one of them has to be true. Therefore the answer is third option. Right? So whenever you have cottage flat, cottage flat. So when is either or statement coming true? Either or statements comes in when both statements individually are false. Okay, both are individually false. Yes, Mitesh. But together one of them has to be true. So that means either, look, why some cottages flats are wrong? Because in a diagram it's not. You only redraw when there is a no or a possibility. You only redraw when there is a no or a possibility. Otherwise you look at a diagram and make out. And when is there either or? When both the statements individually are false, but when you combine it, you get the answer as true. So individually they are false, but combining them, they become true. Right. Fine. So with this, I wind up my today's session. I will have more sessions on math maybe in the next couple of days, few days. So you can join for that. Those who are giving math and looking at it seriously can look at the. Fine. So good night and see you in the next session.